Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Nolin Thompson of Lakeland football. How's it going, buddy?
It's going great. Thank you for having me on.
All right. So I know the season starts this week. It's play in the big house against South Lyon East. Really exciting stuff. What is a practice been like this coming week, especially after the season that you guys had last year?
So it's been electric. We're always excited, getting hyped, blasting music in the weight room. Always trying to convince coach to let us blast music in the field, even though that gets turned down most of the time with the language. But yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been really fun. We're all really excited, and we're all ready. We're ready for Thursday.
I could just see Calhoun saying, "No, I'm not doing that."
No, it's actually more of our other coaches. So Calhoun's like always like, let me play at least one song. But then we're like, okay, we turn on our music. It's like, okay, we're turning it off. We're turning that off. Nope.
Oh man. Okay, so let's talk about the big news that you just broke about yesterday. It's about where you're going next year, and you can tell by the sweater you're wearing. You are heading off to the Ivy League and heading off to Ithaca, New York. You're going to be playing football at Cornell. How about that?
Yeah, and no, it's really exciting. A lot went into it. I talked with my family, coaches. I loved the place out there. I loved Coach Backus, and I loved the senior linebackers there. They helped me a lot. They taught me a lot when I was down there, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, for sure. To go to, I know obviously your main focus is senior year, but to go to, a school like that, I know that it's a big deal for you. I know a big deal possibly for your family as well. What's that like to go to an Ivy League school?
It's exciting. I worked really, really hard, not just in football, but in the classroom. My parents have always taught me grades first, grades, and that honestly is what got me to an Ivy League school and getting recruited by an Ivy League school. So it's exciting. For me, it's not just about football. It's really about the academics. Academics always come first. So, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously it could lead you into a really, really good career as well.
Yep.
Okay, so coming into the season, being of course being named one of the two captains, of course you and Drew Carlson. Of course, Drew was on here last week, actually a few weeks ago. What's that like to be named one of the captains of this team?
It's special, right? We work all the time. We try to be good leaders. Not just on the field but off the field. Throughout the past couple of years, it's cool that I get to lead a group of guys. Like our senior class and our junior class, and even sophomores. Those guys look up to us. I look up to them. So it's cool.
Okay, so what's the relationship like between you, Drew, and Coach? Because it's the three of you, it's always an interesting conversation between
it is.
three of you.
Yeah, it is. Me and Drew, we've been like best friends since freshman year. We got captain. We obviously, have our little differences. I remember the funniest thing that happened. We were all excited for the season. We got named captain, and literally a week into it, we got in a big argument, like just over text, just spamming, just I want to do this. No, I don't. I want to do this. Blah, blah, blah. And then like 2 days, we were mad at each other for like 2 days, and we just hugged it out. We're like, all right, let's just go. Let's get the season going. Let's go.
That just shows you that best friends can they'll have their moments, but you guys always find a way to work it out.
Yeah. And then with Calhoun, we who doesn't love Calhoun? We all love Calhoun. Definitely the best coach, in my opinion, that I've ever had. Probably in LVC. This guy, helps me and Drew a lot. He's always making sure he always asks us if you need anything, just let me know. But yeah, he takes really, really good care of, the team, Drew and I. So
absolutely. So this season, I know that you're going to be playing college football, but of course, high school football. Game one, you're going to be playing in one of the most prestigious college stadiums out there. Of course, the University of Michigan at the Big House. What's that like for you? And I know that coming into this, you never got to, you wouldn't dream of playing there, but you are.
Yeah, it's special, and what makes it even special is we just named two more captains for this game, and one of them's my brother. You know, I get to walk out in the Michigan game next to him by his side to the coin toss to the center of the field. You know, and that's stuff I look forward to the most. You know, it's my last season at high school, and I get to play alongside my brother, so that's the most exciting. You know, I get to it's excited for my family, you know, my friends. So, you know, I'm really excited, especially
Yeah.
for this game.
So so a lot of people don't know this about you, Nolan, but there's not just I know you have a brother on the team who's also a senior, but
Yeah.
you are one of three. You are a triplet.
Yeah, I am. Yep. And my sister does prom, so she'll be there. She'll be doing a halftime show at the Michigan Stadium. You know, my whole family super excited, super excited.
Yeah. What's it like to be a triplet?
Uh, it's helpful. If it's you know, we get in a lot of arguments, you know, this and that, but we all kind of take the same classes in school. So, you know, if I'm late, if I'm at football late or I'm at the gym late, my sister does the homework, I'm set. You know, I don't have to do much. I just copy her. If she's out late, I do the homework, then she helps me. I help her. You know, it's just we help each other. You know, if she takes a test, she'll tell me about the test. If I take a test, I'll tell her about the test. You know, it's helpful.
Yeah, I mean that's the best part of triplets, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so going into this I know this season I know means a lot to everybody, and but what's it going to be like, these first few games? Really, what do you guys really got to do to get to where you need to go?
It's a simple discipline. You know, last year our team wasn't as disciplined. We'd go out Friday nights, and some of us didn't know what we were doing on the field. You know, one thing that me and Drew made sure this team was going to be discipline. We're going to do everything right, nothing wrong. You know, last year we fooled around a lot in practice. We didn't focus, but this year we're focused. We're disciplined, and we're getting things done quickly at practice, and we're putting in probably more plays, probably 3 times more plays this year than we did last year before the first game. So that's what me and Drew have always preached is discipline.
Yeah. All right. Nolan, let's get to know you a little bit. And there's only one way to do that, and that's the 10 burning questions. Of course, these are the same 10 I've asked almost everybody that I've asked this to. So here we go. Nolan, how do you mentally prepare for a game?
Me, I sit in silence for before the game. I pray, and then I go, you know, get hyped in the locker room with the boys. So
Okay. I must ask, what is on I don't know if Lakeland blasts big speakers. Oh wait, never mind. What is on Nolan Thompson's playlist?
me, I'm not a big rap guy. I'm a country guy, a big country guy. So you know, people think I'm crazy, but when I'm in the gym, I'm listening to country. You know, I love listening to Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, you know, all those guys. So
Okay.
I'm a country guy.
All right. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you at responding to text messages?
Ooh, I gotta say about a 2. I'm not very good at responding to text messages at all. You know, people will text me to be like a week later. I'll be like, oh shoot, you know, I forgot to respond to this person. You
Yep.
know, I'm really busy, so you know, I got a family of 5, and then I got 2 other siblings besides me, the triplets. So we're always busy. I'm always driving around, helping out. So you know, I usually forget to get back to people.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's just say White Lake is building something and you get to pick what it is. What are you picking to build in White Lake?
White Lake, the most luxurious gym you possibly could find in White Lake.
Okay.
I live in the gym. You know, if we could build a gym that's close to my house in White Lake, I'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. So
Yeah. Um, let's see. Okay. What is your pregame meal before game?
me, the most basic meal, gym rat meal you could eat, just chicken and rice. That's that's about all I eat before games, and then and then I go play.
Okay. What do you do to make yourself feel better if you're having a bad day?
Um, I listen to music. If I'm having a bad day, I'll call up one of my buddies, Alex. He always makes me feel better. Always making really dumb jokes. I'll call up Drew, text Drew sometimes. We'll talk about food or something. Then
Um, okay, let's oh geez. I have to remember. So okay, how much do you remember about past seasons of football or any other sport? You're gonna make me laugh during
what do I remember most about past season?
yeah. But no past
Uh,
seasons of football. Not like last year. Just like even at the start of your career.
okay, so I started football freshman year. I was just a really, really small little kid, and we ended up playing this team called the Pier. This is one of my, probably my least favorite, but favorite memories. I was just really little kid, like 5'4", just 130 pounds,
Okay.
just like bone. We go up against this Lapeer, biggest guys I've ever probably played against in my life, JV. My linebacker coach, puts me in for one play at the end of the game.
Okay.
These guys are looking at me, just growling, and I'm there just like in my head, like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. They come at me, rush me, like three guys come up and hit me, and they're on top of me, just like screaming in my face, "Oh, you, blah blah blah! I'm out to get you!" Just growling, growling, and I just remember sitting there just shaking. And I I literally pulled myself out of the game, like, "Coach, no, no, I'm done. You can sit me for the rest of the game." So,
Yeah. Okay. If you got to pick one social media app to use and delete the rest, what would it be?
I would keep Snap and then delete the rest.
Okay. All right. Rank your top five. Oh geez. Rank your top five fast food restaurants. Here we go.
Okay, I
Okay,
do
so
not
here's how
care.
this works. Um, all so you have your normal fast food restaurants, then you have your premium fast food restaurants, and then which is the premium is like your Qdobas, Chipotle's, Five Guys, and all that.
Yep.
Restaurants count too. So you can go. One is your all-time favorite. Five is yes, I still like it, but there's four ahead of it. You can either go from one down to five or five up to one.
Okay. Before I ask, what was Drew's number one? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't care what Drew says. Culver's is number one. Culver's is always going to be number one in my books. I do not care what he says. It is Culver's. All right. When we went up to Saginaw Valley with Drew and Calhoun, the one place I made sure we went to is Culver's. I was not going anywhere else. Calhoun's like, let's go to Burger King. I'm like, no. And then the funny part is I ended up messing up their orders so they didn't get any fries. But number two, Chipotle. That's always, if I'm not going to Culver's, I'm going to Chipotle. Number three, it's probably Qdoba. It's like Chipotle. Number four, McDonald's. And then number five is got to be well, if we're counting restaurants, I normally just go to Leo's. That's where I go with my friends after practice. It's just basic Leo's.
Hell yeah. Okay. What is a song that you do? Okay. What is a song that you know every word to without looking?
Um, what is the song? Probably Last Night by Morgan Wallen. I've over listened to that song way too many times. Way too
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
I'm a very big Morgan Wallen kid. I love Morgan Wallen.
All right. Okay. The last one is if you could say something to your younger self, something you know now but didn't know then, what would it be?
Um, we use this phrase at football is the bab is don't be a bitch. All right. If I could tell myself back then, don't be a bitch, I would be in a much better spot now than I did back in middle school, 9th grade and 10th grade.
Okay. All right. All right, Nolan. Thanks so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season.
Yep. All right. Thank you.